5 Reasons why the decision on the abortion law is so wrong. Reason 1. My body, my choice. Women have the right to choose what to do with their body. Every person has an inherent and undeniable right over their own bodies, and as such, it is their choice to do with it as they please. This notion forms the backbone for every argument relating to a person's rights, such as the right to life and liberty, or the right to freedom of speech and expression. While we all have this inalienable right of choice, we also have to be responsible for the consequences of those choices. Reason 2. Abortion supports the right to life. While most arguments highlight abortion as the termination of life, they tend to be argued strictly focusing on the life of the unborn child. As with everything, there are elements around a pregnancy that can lead to complications for the woman. Not all women are given the gift of complication-free pregnancies. Cases where complications in the pregnancy lead to significantly higher risk to the woman's life are more frequent than we wish they would be. Reason 3. The right to abortion is critical to gender equality. One of the most defining movements in the past century is that of gender equality. Like most social movements, gender equality arguments have foundations linked to equally serious issues of racial or social equality. Fundamentally, the argument is sound: society should not discriminate a person on an element for which he had no control over, and one cannot choose to be a man or woman, their race, or their social status. Each person has the fundamental right to life and all that it entails. Gender does have certain aspects that make the pursuit of a happy life different for each side, this we cannot deny. Because women are the child-bearing gender, this presents certain challenges. While each challenge bears its own weight, the financial challenge is probably the most consistently felt and has the most clearly visible effect. Equality as a concept means that every person has the right, without restriction, to pursue the same things whatever they may be. Reason 4. Abortion gives women the option to minimize their child's suffering. Circumstantially, not every pregnancy is a bed of roses. Many have complications. Some fetuses have severe disorders that can cause the child to live a very difficult and painful life. Some disorders can be so severe that death is guaranteed after a brief and painful life. Anencephaly, for example, is a disorder where the brain is missing. Limb-body wall complex, a disorder where organs grow outside of the body, is equally as horrific, and yet it occurs. It is the woman's right as a mother to decide what is best for her child. No weight of society or majority moral opinion of philosophers, religious or even state leaders have the right to decide for her. A mother's right to decide to not put her child through that kind of suffering is her right and her right alone. To deny her a safe option to. Reason 5. Abortion is humane. Studies show that fetuses do not feel pain when abortions are performed. Neuroscientists argue that because a cortex is critical for feeling pain, and the cortex is not yet functional when most abortions are performed, the fetus does not feel any pain.